Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this occasion today, we are going to do a presentation on hyponym. Our group consists of Muhammad Iqbal Nurzaman, Muhammad Gifari Rizky Pratama, Muhammad Ilham, and Muhammad Nadif Nurdia. We are making this presentation to fulfill the assignment for this semantic class. In this presentation, we will talk about what is hyponym and as well as a more detailed explanation. The first material regarding the meaning of hyponym will be delivered by Gifari.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Gipariski Pratama. I will explain about definition of hyponymy. I will explain first is in slide number 3. Hyponym is a less familiar term to most people than either synonym or antonym, but it refers to much more important sense relation. Hyponyms are items that we use to give a specific example of general concept. Uh, in this case, hyponym is a word or phrase whose semantic field is more specific than hyponym. Hyponymy semantic field, also known as the superordinate, is broader than the hyponym field. Slide number 4. Hyponyms is very helpful in both receptive and productive processing of language. In reading comprehension, coherence by hyponym is an important key. The example: the village had most the usual enemies: a pub, a library, a post office, a village hall, a medical center, a school, a post office, and many things in the village, the place. In and the second example is in production, knowing the semantic future of the hyponyms are there. Superordinate can be as achieve vividness and exactness and concentrateness. And the approach to the relationship between hyponymy and hyponym. The approach to the relationship between hyponym and the hyponym is to view hyponym as constituting the hyponym. This, however, is made more difficult with abstract. This, however, is made more difficult with abstract words such as image, understand, and knowledge. Although hyponyms are usually used to refer to noun, they can also be used with other parts of speech. Like nouns, hyponym is in verb are words that refer to a broad category of action. For example, verbs such as stare, gaze, view, appear can also considered hyponyms of the verb look, which is the hypernym. Okay, thank you for listening to me. And next.
Well, I am Muhammad Ilham and still continue with this slide. The meaning relation can also be seen from the hyponym aspect from the synonym, antonym, polysem, homonym, ambiguous, and overlapping aspects of meaning. The relation of the meaning of government is the semantic relationship that exists between one language unit and another. The language units may be words, phrases, and verses. Meaning relation can state the meaning of similarity, conflict of meaning, the scope of meaning, the multiplicity of meaning, and excess meaning. Okay, we go through the next slide. We can see this meaning relation through the following three. The word rose is a hyponym for the word flower because roses are included in the word flower. Roses are indeed flowers, but flowers are not just roses because in this tree, plums are also flowers. Okay, that's all from me.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Muarik Manuzaman, and in this occasion, I would like to explain about hyponymy. As we know that hyponymy is the state of phenomenon that show the relationship between more general term and more specific instance of it, and the concrete form of set of the word are called hyponyms. Yeah. There are two kind of hyponymy, which are hypernym and hyponym. Hypernym, as we know that it is a general term of hyponymy, and hyponym is the specific term of it. So hypernym is also called as superordinate terms. Yeah. Let's take an example. I take an example of flower. Flower is hypernym, and the hyponym of the flower is rose, plum, osmanthus, iris, sakura, and etc. And another example, animal. You know that animal is a hypernym, and the hyponym of the animal is cow, horse, and sheep, and etc. So there are the hyponym of animal, and hypernym and hyponyms are actually asymmetric. You know, hyponymy can be tested by substituting x and y. You know, like in math. So in sentences, x is kind of y, and determining if it is makes sense. So you know, for an example, a horse is a kind of animal. It is makes sense. It is, you know, it is somehow logic, but not an animal is a kind of horse. It's not like that. It doesn't work like that. And then, uh, for another example, musical instrument. You know, musical instrument is a hyper, and the hyponym of musical instrument like clarinet, guitar, piano, trumpet, and etc. So it is a hyponym. You know, musical instrument, right? For example, guitar. A guitar, a guitar is a kind of musical instrument. So it is makes sense. It is logic, but not an a musical instrument is a kind of guitar. It's not like that. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry because I made many mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce my name. My name is Muhammad Nadif Nurdia, and I'm here as the part of the group hyponym, and I will explain my part. I will give you example about hypernym and hyponym. So the hyponym is the word order or the things order from up to down. For example, beverage, it has coffee from the down, and the downer it has black coffee. So what about the hyponym? Hyponym is the upper of the things of the word. For example, black coffee. Black coffee is the part of coffee, and coffee is the part of beverage. So in conclusion, thus this is not surprising that hyponym is sometimes referred to as inclusion. The the superordinate is the included word and the hyponym is the included one. Maybe that's as simple from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
That's all from our group. Thank you for listening us. May all those we have shared be beneficial for all of us. If anyone has questions, feel free to ask. We will do our best to answer them. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.